So takeoff is pretty nice. I think there's a good balance between the power, the torque, the suspension, and how the car feels. Naturally, this is the entry-level Mercedes-AMG, right? So we do have a CLA 35. This is a CLA 45S. So this car previously was in Europe, but now it just came to North America about a year ago. 416 horsepower is pretty nice, 369 pound-feet of torque. The gear shifts are seamless. We do have paddle shifters, which are just switched to. Downshift is pretty nice, very smooth, absolutely smooth. And once you come to a stop, it does change to dynamic. So if you need to use your downshifts and your upshifts, the paddle shifters, they're here, right? Good enough surface area on both. Cruise control options will be found on the left, right here. On the right, we have multimedia options. As I mentioned, this is the third generation MBUX infotainment system. We do have a navigation system here, which does have a head-up display system. So you might see some, if you go back, if I said the nav system, it doesn't have augmented reality. That's the only negative, right? But overall, this is pretty nice. And other options, we have comfort menu right here, which means seat kinetics. So for the driver, another awesome feature, we do have performance, engine, torque and power, also the vehicle options. You have a nice looking clock system right here. And this car also has a truck pace, and you can see it right here. And we do have a parking system, so I'm going to switch to the park assist, and hopefully it's going to find this parking. It's not going to find it. It does take some getting used to. Oh, it did. That's a different type of parking. I'm not going to park there. I'm going to park behind me. So I'm just going to park back here. So 360-degree camera system in your CLA 45. So that's a plus, courtesy of the driver assistance package. I think overall, if you're trying to get into the Mercedes-AMG family, this is a good car to get. So 77K, which means it's about $1,200, if I'm not wrong, maybe $1,400, depending on your financing. And that's pretty much it. CLA 45S, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this car at a 7. It drives. The suspension could use some work in terms of how soft it is, right? But I kind of feel a lot of road noise in a sense. The insulation, not so good. But overall, I think it's just a solid 7. If you're trying to get into a performance Mercedes-AMG, this is the one to get. I think the other the other negative is the engine size. It's a 4-cylinder engine. So I think most people have complained that, hey, a 3-liter inline 6 would have been better on this car. But if you want a 6-cylinder car, you get the CLA 53. But this is what we have. 2026 AMG CLA 45S. Until next time, subscribe to this channel for weekly videos. Stay positive, everyone. Have a great weekend. Peace.